No. Taking down mono blue like it's my business, and business is good. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. A very powerful deck. Went on quite a run with this one. Orzhov again. We did Orzhov recently, and I've had this one on the back burner, and I've seen the mono white versions a couple of times, but I said, man, adding a little bit of darkness never hurt anybody, right? So we're doing the Orzhov soldiers. Yes, there's some great new soldiers out of Aftermath that we wanted to add. Janira, she's at Orzhov, and of course we have Coppercoat Vanguard, the new darling of white aggro. I think we really are onto something here with this Orzhov version, so I want you to stick around to see the shakedown breakdown for this one. Before we do that, I need you to do something for me. Do you know what I need you to do for me is tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press the like and subscribe button, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe. It's just gonna happen. You're gonna get ripped apart by him, so you gotta watch out for that. Join us on the stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all the live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there, live and in person. Every night about 11 p.m. Eastern time. We'd love to have you. Come on by. You can check out our Discord community for all the latest news and information. Post your decks there, post your memes, ask questions, anything that you'd like is going to be right there. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want to check that out, all those links are going to be down in the description, right below the like area, where you can like and subscribe to the channel. And leave a comment. I want to know what you think about this one. Do you prefer the mono white version after taking a look at this? I like this one better. I like to do my own thing. So let's check this out. Human soldiers. This is what we're talking about here. Orzhov human soldiers. Although there is an odd core in here, and there's a 1 Phyrexian potentially. So we're going to start with the removal, as every good deck now in the game has to run. We're going to go with Cut Down and go for the throat, and not only we're going to do that, we're going to use Fateful Absence as well. Why Fateful Absence as well? Sometimes you might have to kill one of your own soldiers, and you maybe it's kind of an internal sacrifice. I use it as like a sacrifice play occasionally, that I might want to draw a card from that, because it gives me that clue token. So I've done it because I have death triggers in this. I have death triggers in this deck occasionally, so sometimes I actually use it as a forced sacrifice. But again, this one actually goes after planeswalkers as well. So we're going to start going anti-aggro with Cut Down. I don't know why I have red selected there. With Cut Down. Go for the throat, obviously. It doesn't target artifacts, so it does have a problem with those incubation tokens. And again, saying we need to be able to have some planeswalker removal. Sure, you could. Any kind of removal is going to really be to your taste here. If you want some soul transfer, if you want more Cut Down, if you want infernals, I don't care. We're not really gaining a lot of life. We might have to take a few hard hits. So infernals, I'm kind of hesitant to put a lot of those in, but they're certainly possible. But I would say I would slot at least 7 or 8 removal cards. Man, this is a removal meta. There's just too many bangers on the board for not to be able to deal with those things. We're going to go with Evolve Sleeper. This is a human, so he's getting by by a slim margin here, because like I said, almost everything is a soldier, almost everything is a human, so it's a human soldier, he counts. Why? Because he's a great 1-drop. He's a 1 black, 1/1. He becomes a 2/2 cleric. Obviously not a soldier. If he's a cleric, he becomes a Phyrexian human cleric with base power and toughness of 3/3. And if Evolve Sleeper is a Phyrexian, you put a 1/1 counter on him, then you draw a card and you lose 1 life. So he's just a great early play that will slowly grow in the late game. Just a lot of versatility in case the game starts dragging on. We need to get those cards. We need to get them stronger and stronger and stronger. He's a great one to do for that. Oops, I skipped over Recruitment Officer. A nice aggressive white card here. 1 white, 2, 1. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You reveal a creature card with mana value 3 or less among them. Put it in your hand. Put the rest in your bottom in any order. As you can see, guys, there is only 1 card here that is actually going to be a 5-drop. Everything else is 3 or less. So that's kind of what we're looking at here. There's 2 5-drop cards. Everything else is really, really cheap. We're going 1, 2, and 3 here. So Recruitment Officer will help bring those cards to the top. Very, very aggressive on the early plays. Repeatedly doing 2 damage if they don't get the blockers down or if you're hitting the blockers with removal. Great target to just charge up even more. A great base to build off of with that 2/1. Coppercoat Vanguard. This is the new one. This is the new hotness right here. People really like this card, and you should. Like I said, this is a human deck, so we're not only doing soldiers, we're doing humans as well. Each other human you control gets +1 and has Ward 1. Awesome. Awesome. 1 white and 1 2/2 human soldier. So he's going to get the soldier benefits, and he gives humans benefits. If you have human soldiers out on the board, even better, you're going to be doing great stuff. Just amazing, especially when you do turn 1 Recruitment Officer, turn 2 Coppercoat Vanguard. All of a sudden, this has Ward 1, and you're swinging in with it. You're hitting people for 3, and it's really hard to remove it. Really, really, really powerful plays here. This is the one to watch right there. Faithful Absence we talked about. Now, here is a core soldier, the only non-human in the deck. Why? We need to give all of our soldiers +1/+1. He is the soldier captain. 1 white and 1 2/2 other soldiers get that captain ability right there. That Lord ability. Some people call it Lord. I call it Captain. I don't know why I call it Captain. I think because there's like a card called like Vampire Captain or something like that, or like Markov Captain, and he gave all the vampires 1/1, or I don't know why I call it Captain. I know it's the Lord ability, but I call it Captain. Anyways, that's going to be the really good one right there, especially you have a soldier and a human. Coppercoat, combining him with the 2 together is really, really useful. He has a great ability. If he dies, we can exile him from the graveyard and put a 1/1 counter on each soldier you control. So he's going to give that veteran status to everybody. And he's going to show them that Argivian steel is stronger than any Phyrexian metal. Maybe. We'll find out. We already talked about Go for the Throat. We got to talk about Janira, Dauntless General. She is doing it. This is from Ikoria. A lot of these soldiers from Ikoria. So, Ikoria had a lot of good soldier stuff, especially Orzhov soldier stuff. 1 black, 1 white, human soldier, legendary creature, 2/2. I cannot tell you how amazing her first ability is. I might even put another one of her in here. It might be worth a craft for me to do it. Consider putting 3 of her in. Why? When she enters the battlefield, exile target's graveyard. Yes. Do you know how much Reanimator is going on right now? Too much. And we're going to teach those Reanimators a lesson. If they're trying to discard cards, you kind of want to hold on to her until it's time. When you see that they put the Atali or the Atraxa in their graveyard and they're ramping up to it, turn 4, turn 5, they're going to do it. Drop the Jirina and absolutely see them get very, very sad when that happens, because they're going to exile the graveyard, and all of a sudden you have this great soldier on the board with a secondary sacrifice ability, which is humans you control gain hexproof and indestructible until the end of turn. So again, human, that the only one that that's not going to count towards is Valiant Veteran. That's okay, come back. But it will still count for the Evolved Sleeper and, of course, the Coppercoat Vanguard. So we have humans, we have soldiers, we have human soldiers. Again, that's what we're looking at right here. So the ability to survive an entire board wipe or a burn down or just a mass exiling or something like that, especially targeted exile when they do the repeat thing on like Seal Away. Not mass exile as in farewell. Won't help you against that. But will help you against a depopulate. Really, really powerful stuff. I added, as the game went on, I added Brutal Cathars. Maybe you want more, maybe you don't. They were kind of in the sideboard, and I threw them in a little bit later. So it's potentially you might want more of them. The reason I don't want that many of them, I'm not running that much protection for them. So they do get rid of a problem temporarily, especially a token. But a lot of times they are targeted for removal, and then whatever they were holding back kind of throws them out. So they are a human soldier werewolf, meaning that they will obviously benefit from all the human and all the soldier stuff. Whenever this creature enters the battlefield or transforms into Brutal Cathar, exile target creature. If it becomes night, which is very rare that it becomes night, they will become the Moonrage Brute, and then they're a first strike 3/3 red werewolf creature with ward 3, pay 3 life. Obviously, all the soldier and human stuff doesn't apply anymore. If we flip them back to Brutal Cathar, they get to exile again. So, a little hesitant. I'm not in love with him there in this deck, but, I mean, still as a human soldier werewolf that exiles, still not a bad addition right there. Siege Veteran. Yes, we got to do this. This is our Luminarch aspirant of the new era. 1 white, 2/2 at the beginning of combat, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Whenever another non-token soldier creature you control dies, create a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact token. Yes, okay, so we're going to get these artifact creature tokens, these robot soldiers, if any of our other soldiers die. He is a human, he is a soldier, he will get all the benefits, and the soldiers will get the benefits of some like Valiant Veteran, stuff like that. They won't get the other ones, but really, really useful just to keep charging and pushing and charging and pushing and charging and pushing. Really punishing the opponent player for playing removal as well, because they just come back as a, they're just going to come back as a type of robot soldier, which is even more dangerous. We have wedding announcement here. Why? I kind of wanted the bodies on the board. Again, this creates humans. 1/1 human tokens. What does Coppercoat Vanguard do? Each other human has +1 and ward 1. Then again, we also have the flipping of it will be wedding festivity. Each other creature you control get 1/1. Again, that captain ability or lord ability, whichever you prefer. And if you attack with 2 or more creatures to get you draw a card, never a bad idea to be able to have access to more cards. Really good stuff there, the more invitation counters you put on it. I had originally 4 of these in here. If you want to put more, I think we maybe overdid it on the first go around with this. Yeah, so there was originally, you're going to see me modify the deck a little bit as we go. But yeah, definitely one that we want to add, because just adding that ability to do humans, just adding that ability to power up humans, make them more dangerous, make everything more dangerous, push the power and toughness as we ramp up the everything is really useful. And here comes Hero of the Dunes, a card that I don't even think has seen standard play ever. History forgot her name, but not her victories. Awesome line right there. Why do I like her? She's expensive. You're saying, Jay, she's expensive, Jay. That she's a 5-drop for a 3/2? Yeah, but she's a 5-drop 3/2 booster, and she has a resurrection ability, which can save your life right here, or do some really amazing stuff. Whenever Tier of Dunes enters the battlefield, return target artifact creature with a mana value 3 artifact or creature card with a mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Creatures you control with a mana value 3 or less get +1/+1. She's a human, she's a soldier. Again, she will benefit from both. What you can do with this is all of a sudden put her out. Everybody gets +1 because everyone is less than 3. And you can bring back a Coppercoat Vanguard and all your humans get +1, or you can bring back a Valiant Veteran, everyone gets +1/+1 as well. You can essentially, for a 5-drop, hit, you know, a total combo play of everybody gets +2/+1 and can swing in. You can even bring back Janira, sacrifice Janira immediately again, or Jarina rather, sacrifice Jarina immediately again, and swing in knowing that none of your stuff is going to die. You can pull off some really, really cool stuff. And for an uncommon card, I really think that you should consider putting her in there. This deck, not too expensive, honestly. You can make this deck for fairly cheap. A lot of uncommons in here. There's a few rares in here, but it's not that bad. I don't even think I have any mythic rares in this one, to be perfectly honest. I don't think there's a single mythic rare that we use in this thing. So that's pretty good to know. If you're out of mythic rares, this is actually a little lighter on the wallet. 11 plains, 8 swamps. If you want to put stuff, if you want to put the legendary lands in, sure. I'm getting tired of putting them in there. You can put 1 Takanumas, you can put 1 Edgeganjo, sure, why not? 3 Caves of Kolios, 2 Shattered Sanctums. I wish we had a couple of better land options for you, but that's fine. A little bit more damage. I'd like to go faster than slower, but that's going to do you fine just there. We have a decent amount of card draw in this. We look at the thing right here, 2.5 as it is, 2.1 average, 25 creatures, 22 soldiers, 21 humans, only 4 cores and 2 werewolves. That werewolf is a human soldier, so I mean, they're rolled into everything else. The core is a soldier, it's the only non-human, the only completely non-human one, so we're really on brand here. 9 instants, 3 enchantments, no sorceries, and no battles, interestingly enough. 23 lands altogether, that's going to be more than enough for a 2.1 average, really pushing a lot of aggro on here. Forgot to put my lovely Orzhov backs on there. That's what we're doing right there. 25 creatures, 12 non-creatures, that's what it looks like. We look at it in the sideways view there. Again, removal is going to be to taste. Maybe you want more Brutal Cathars, maybe you want more Medding Announcements, maybe you want some different removal in case you're running my best of 3 bros, in case you're running to a lot of Planeswalkers or something like that. We aren't really going to have artifacts. We could potentially have artifacts and enchantments out. It's a rare circumstance. We could have wedding announcement and one of our robot soldiers out. So you could use soul transfer to its full potential there, but maybe not. Consider doing more Jarina, and definitely get yourself some copper coats. They are really doing it. Leave a comment. Tell me what you like about this one. Tell me what you don't like. Do you have a version of this you're running? Let me know what you think. Here we go. Onward, soldier. What's up, Dapple? Trex. I can't afford a carriage or a fancy marriage, but you'll look sweet upon a seat of a bicycle built for you. Apex and Magic. Apex and Magic. Yeah, it's a very sinister song, isn't it? Like, I know it started as a very sweet song, but Daisy is, I feel like, has a lot of sinister undertones. You ever heard it slowed and reverbed? Where they slow it down real bad? You ever see that one? That's a good one. They do that. Yeah, that's the one. You gotta add the creepiness into it. Go, recruitment officer. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, the song Daisy has very sinister undertones, man. It's a very sinister song. The fact that it was the first song that a computer sang to, and you hear that weird bit crush computer singing it. Hizoku09. I guess his angels deserve to die, huh? We'll have to cry about that one. I cry when that happens, guys, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? Ring Around the Rosie, that's another one that's quite sinister. Although the whole stuff about it being about the Black Plague is not true, unfortunately. I mean, the lyrics are very sinister. But well, everyone used to say that Ring Around the Rosie was about people dying of the Black Plague. I don't know. I heard it wasn't true, and I'm looking it up, and they're saying that it is true. It is about the Black Plague. I'll have to do some more research on that. We'll talk about that next time on Jay's Sinister Topics. You know, I've thought about turning my channel into a creepypasta channel where I just read people's creepypastas about haunted NAS cartridges and shit. What do you guys think about that? You guys like that idea? Carlos Chavez goes down as well. Oh, the Muffin Man is about a murderer? It could have been a ragamuffin. It could have been an impoverished person. Or it could have been a baker. Like a ragamuffin. I also think that the popularity of Jack the Ripper is mostly due to his really fucking sick name. Alright, I think that we have to acknowledge that. My man was called Jack the Ripper, bro. If his name was Hiram Stabs, nobody would give a shit, man. But they named this dude Jack the Ripper. Bro. That's like the most fucking metal name ever. This is not a pro Jack the Ripper statement, by the way. This is just, like, you're gonna immortalize somebody when you call him fucking Jack the fucking Ripper, bro. Hiram Stabber could have killed 80 people and nobody would have given a shit. Jack the Ripper, bro. Oh man, that's a serious bloke right there. You know what I mean? That's a serious dude. That's branding right there, man. That's branding. That's all that is. Oof, I think I'm going to be the station that takes the hits here, even though I really don't want to be. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. H.H. Holmes is? No, I don't know who H.H. Holmes is. Oh, there you go. This is a serial killer. Dr. Henry. Oh, yeah. That's the Chicago one. Yeah. He was a doctor. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that guy. Not entirely sure why that guy wanted to destroy his entire board. Not 100% sure why he wanted to do that. Let's bring back Coppercoat. Doomscar Warrior, Doomscar. Dream Warriors. Guys, remember Dream Warriors, man? Mar. What's up, Mar? Buggerman, 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 Oh, guy's grandson found a journal lens of a typewriter and sent. I thought Holmes was in. I thought he was in Chicago though. How was he the killer if he was in? He went to London to go kill more people. You couldn't get to. Oh well, I mean that sounds sus, man. You want to let historians look at them. You couldn't get to London easy, man. You had to go by like steamship. He went on a steamship to do more murdering. It seems counterintuitive. Wabango. Bum bum bum. Ah, I see. I see. I see what you're saying. J Villain. He's the J Villain. I'm singing a song about myself. Hey, look, a pack. Alright. Ooh, glistening deluge. That's pretty gross. What do we got here? Invasion of Ikoria. I kind of want to use that one. Trexodactyl. Analysis. How do we use this crazy dinosaur? I'm pulling Trexodactyl out of a Pokeball. Trexodactyl, I choose you. Go, Trexodactyl. And I come out. He pops out and he goes, Trexodactyl. And then he does 40 million damage somehow. It takes 15 turns to get there, but he gets there. 15 is probably an underestimate. Out maybe 46. Now I've heard there was a mergent core, and it. Cheap beasts and lots of tokens. Jay played and it pleased the Lord. Yes, it was Vito. I played Vito and it pleased the Lord. He's going to play a removal. He's going to do it, guys. He's going to do it, guys. Here it comes. Oh, he didn't do it. Okay. That's going to make another little guy pop out, which is kind of funny when you think about it. He's going to do go for the throat on him. We're going to do that. Wabango. Oh, it's alright. Go to sleep, Trex. It's alright. It's okay, man. Fight rigging. Gonna do a little bit of fight rigging here. Cheap beast, lots of tokens. Okay, so and Babblebog said no, I don't have it. Okay. That's 4 in a row. I'm literally just moonwalking my way out of platinum right now. I'm speaking too soon. I'm gonna doom myself right here, but nah, fuck it. I'm gonna bust through the wall of fire like the goddamn Kool-Aid man made of asbestos. Oh, night water. Yeah, I love night water. It's not night water because I'm drinking it at night. It's night water because it's in like a metal can, and that's the armor of the night water. Oppo goes first, and I'm a little slow off the rip. I do have a go for the throat though. No, the water is wearing like a little suit of armor because it's in a can. Yeah, they put lead in their cups and asbestos in their napkins. They did not have the right ideas about a lot of things. Streetwise Negotiator, we're going to get rid of her. Kodama. Let's do this. Let's do Valiant Vet. Let's see if he wants to lose that Kodama. He does not, in fact, want to lose that Kodama. Oh yeah, the lead, asbestos, whatever they could do. Whatever they could do to poison themselves as fast as possible, they pretty much... They did it. Yeah, they used to put radium and stuff. They used to put uranium and things. I mean, a thousand years from now, they're going to be like, can you believe they used to put microplastics in their food? What kind of fucking crazy civilization just loaded their shit with plastics and, like, crude oil? That's absurd. That's like that's an insane civilization. Why would anybody do that? That's how they're going to be looking at us. It's so funny, and I'm a big fan of his history and historical things, but you really do get a very good look of a lot of historical stuff, especially those, like, the complaints, like the complaint of copper to A. Nasir. Like, human history has just, it hasn't really, I mean, history has changed, but people haven't. He's like, bro, you sold me some garbage, man. I want my money back. It's just so funny. And then you read about old people's correspondence, and they're just like, oh, man, I'm fighting with my mother-in-law. Oh, God. My favorite restaurant closed down. And it's like, damn, this dude he gets it. He gets it, man. He's probably going to do invulnerability. And, oh, he didn't. It's actually going pretty good, Yggdrasil. I do need to get rid of that Vor. There's Dauntless Hero right there. Let's exile his graveyard. You know what else doesn't change? War never changes. Yeah, I learned that from Fallout. What do we want to do here? Let's hold steady. Let's put on Valiant Vet. No attacks, and turn. Alright, he's going to Vor then. He's going to just Vor himself real quick here. Mill 10 cards, put the creatures. He's going to get Vorinclex and Vorinclex. And, oh, it may be a Titan. Maybe a Titan. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there. Destroy target. I don't have any artifacts. Put a shield counter. What are you going to choose, man? What are you going to choose? What are you going to choose, my dude? That's invulnerable. My turn. I could evolve this higher. Can you evolve me higher? Burn around to a place with golden streams. Remember in the early 2000s, we all heard Creed and we were like, this music's pretty good, and then they're like, it's everything's about religion. It's all Christian stuff. And then the guy got back on drugs. Alter Bridge wasn't banned, though. Does anyone remember Alter Bridge? That was just Creed without... What was that guy's name? Without the head guy. We had a lot of Christian bands back in the day, man. I did not draw very much removal here, boys. I don't think it's going to go good for home team right now. So he's coming in with 18, 26. I can block 7, 11, 14, 17, and 20. He'll be over by 1. Wow, that's a son of a bitch right there. Couldn't hold on for a little longer. Yeah, didn't get any of my targeted removal there, guys. That was the main issue. I have cut down for the aggro. I probably need more bigger kills in the deck. I know vampires are minority. Which Twitch streamer that happened to? Oh my goodness. I am not left-handed. No. You forget that I am also Latino. I have to start talking like this all the time, so you know. That I am a Latino man. And I put some Spanish guitar in. Ding, 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 ding. Let's put wedding announcement. Cookies, that was such a subtle and delicate way of putting it. Doesn't even use the devil's hand. Can you believe we used to like punish people and send them to like correctatory schools for being fucking left-handed? That happened to my grandma. They used to like beat my grandma for being left-handed. Cookies coming in. I'm what some people refer to as an ass bandit. My grandma was born in like the 30s, and there she was like, "Oh yeah, they used to fucking beat you if you used your fucking left hand. You weren't allowed to do that." All right, I may have stabilized here, guys. I may have stabilized. Ronan Fell is going to get through here. I don't care about that. Or do I give him 2? No, Ronan Fell is going to get through. Okay, so we're going to go for the throat on Ronan Fell. We're going to take a hit. Cursive is so unnecessary, man. The whole reason cursive exists is so you... Literally, the reason the writing cursive exists is so you don't make splots with a fountain pen. That's the reason there's cursive, guys. Are we kidding here? That's the reason that... Because if you don't lift up your pen from the paper... Okay? As soon as they invented ballpoint pens, there should have not been cursive anymore. Not even fucking computers. Ballpoint pens. That's what made cursive obsolete. Was pens that didn't leak. That's how fucking old that style is. Yeah, I had a radial grasp as a kid. I had problems with my hands. I couldn't grip things well. And I had coding problems, so copying things down was really hard pressure. I had some learning disabilities. Or not learning disabilities, but learning issues. I don't know what the hell you call it anymore. So cursive was a nightmare for me. And my handwriting still looks like shit. Oh yeah, they tried everything. They put that crazy thing on my pencil to make me try to hold it right, because my little hands couldn't grip correctly. The Old Kingdom and Her Majesty. Bro, literally, I shit you not, man. The reason cursive exists is it's a better way of writing when you have a ink and fucking quill. When you have a fucking fountain pen, it's the better way to write. Like, bro. It's like teaching cuneiform. Like, oh yeah, well we use little styluses to make marks on clay tablets. I know this isn't a translatable skill anymore, but I feel like it's such a tradition at this point. Like, man, let it go, bro. Let it go, man. We gotta let it go. If you use a modern fountain pen with a finer tip, you still won't have splotting issues, especially if it's not a draw-up, if it's maybe not even a draw-up ink, but a cartridge fountain pen. I've used fountain pens before. They're still better than they used to be. The Old Kingdom and Her Majesty. Oh, Drift Ronin. What an interesting way of putting it, man. Modern fountain pens are very good. I've had a few Mont Blancs. I've had a few Calibris. A couple of Crosses. I used to collect pens. I used to collect fine pens. I got a couple of them as gifts one time, and it interested me. Discard 2 cards, then whatever. Okay. My turn. Let's put down that. You know the funny thing about that joke, I've heard that joke a lot, and then I heard the other side of it was, yeah, the Russians used a pencil, and it was cheaper. Oh yeah, they made the space pen so it could write upside down. But the reason that they didn't want to use a pencil in space is that you're potentially putting lead particles and graphene into machinery that you're flying around the Earth at however many miles an hour it's going. And that is far, far worse. Because somebody uses a pencil. Yeah, exactly. So everyone always, oh yeah, that's so wasteful, and NASA, blah, 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 it's, common sense. And that's like not the lesson to take away. Yeah, if a piece of graphite gets into your 1960s style circuit board that you have going on there, those guys aren't coming back. You're gonna be getting some folded American flags out. It's not a good look. Let's see if he counterspells this one. I want him to counterspell this one. No, he didn't. Okay. That's a bold statement, Cookies. That's a bold statement. I don't want to get political, but pencil shavings caused the Challenger disaster. Jesus. Oh, man. I don't know why that's so funny to me, but... So, they almost didn't send the teacher up, Terry McAuliffe. The motherfuckers almost sent Big Bird. Fucking Big Bird from Sesame Street was almost on the Challenger. How about that? How about that, guys? I don't know if America would have recovered from that. We need to find the timeline where Big Bird died in the Challenger explosion. Yeah, man, that timeline is not too distant from ours. That's a serious thing that could have potentially happened. Is that fucking Big Bird exploded on the shuttle. Alright, this is going to attract his attention right here. No, I gotta watch more of those. I heard they're very good. I saw the one where the Russian army in like World War II is fighting werewolves or something. I like that one. That was a good one. Yeah, they're like some kind of monsters. There, annihilate essence. Shapeshifter episode. Werewolves are not for fighting. Uh-oh. 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 SpaghettiOs. Oh, why would you not flip all your shit, bro? Come on, man. You could have flipped so many of those tokens. Oh, he wanted to do that one. A Tezzeret. Yeah, swing in, man. Do it. Come on. No. Come on, bro. Come on. Oh. Fucking weak, bro. Oh, okay. Cookies is trying to get the wholesome award. Go for the throat. Okay, let's do this one. We have been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. Do no attacks. Oof. What's interesting is nobody has asked yet how a vampire became such good friends with a werewolf. We're supposed to be mortal enemies. And yet, here we are. Corruption of Torville. What does that do? Okay. Artifact. Alright. Mind control. Mind control to Major Tom. Check ignition. Engines on. Oh my goodness. Things have gone off the rails again. You love Nirvana. That's a good one. You're on fire tonight, Cookies. Probably counterspell. Nope. To strike you down, I have waited a million nights. I remember the virtues I stood for. I remember and that we have done. So I reject you for now and for always. To strike you down, I have waited a million nights. Inspired by the things I've heard. I yell clearly and out of turn. Rylandor deserves better than you, oh Primarch. Rylandor deserves better than any of us. Yeah, triple block it, triple quadruple block it, man. That's what I want. This dude's falling right for it, man. Buff, buff. Guess what I get out of that? More creatures back. There we go. Okay. Ew, this dude's name is Throat. That's pretty gross. Whoa, look at that. How many fading? 1, 2, 3. There's only one more fading hope in his hand. Somewhere. He's probably trying to get the Chrome host out. There it is. So that's his last one. He has no... I don't think he has any more removal after this. We're going to kill it. Fading Hope would have rotated out. We can only dream of such a future. Of such a noble and glorious future for ourselves. We can only dream. Alright, so he has 5. He has five guys there. Okay? I'm going to swing in with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys after doing this. Okay. that. Do that. Well, he's about to learn some math. About to learn some math, bro. How was he able to do that for free? Oh, Tezzeret static. Oh, okay. Bro, math ain't right, man. I'm telling you right now, the math ain't right. No. Taking down mono blue like it's my business, and business is good. That was worth it, guys. That long ass game was worth it. Just to feel the fear and sweaty desperation across the board from the mono blue player. Oh, it was worth it. Of all the things to block, he doesn't block the 12-12. Listen, he's a blue player, man. He doesn't understand these things. He doesn't understand these things, man. Okay. There's no telling. We're going to leave it right there, guys, because that was pretty good. We did pretty good tonight. Ended up higher in the rankings than we started, which is pretty awesome overall. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. So at the end of the day, the main thing to remember is that I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. I had a really fun time with this, and I think that there's a lot of potential here. I know the mono white one is all the rage, but honestly, I think there's a lot of potential for the Orzhov version, man. Really, I do think it's I gotta change the front card of this one because this is different. Let's do Feast of Victorious Dead. Should be that. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Really like this one. All right, guys. Until next time, I've been Villainy. Be great. Bye bye.